Bismillah. Uh, I am Dr. Mohammad Ayub from University of Technology, Petronas. I am Chemical Engineering Department. I am from Chemical Engineering Department. Today I will go for Sustainable Development Goals challenges. I will discuss today about that one related to environmental and chemical engineering topic. And first of all, I will inform about my viewers that today our learning outcome after taking this session will be about to understand the concept of sustainable development. We can able to describe the sustainable development goals. We can explain the sustainable development goal challenges. So let's take a view about what was we known about sustainable. What is sustainable development? Anyone know about that? What is basically sustainable development? Just ask yourself and just recognize how much knowledge you know about that sustainable development. Okay, so according to scientific definitions about sustainable development, that sustainable development defined as the economical development that is conducted without depletion of natural resources. In other words, if we say more in defined form, that sustainable development is the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. Just think that uh, if your parents, foreparent, and your elders, they grow some tree of the mango or any apple tree, then you are eating now. They grew it many years before, but you are eating now. If you want that your generation will eat same enjoy such type of food, then what you have to do, you have to grow your own tree so your next generation can eat that food. So that is basically sustainability, a process in which we can easily say that we can sustain the things for our future. Okay, what is the goal? Basically, goals about our sustainable development. As Ban Ki-moon, you know very well about UNICEF, that Secretary General, our ex UNICEF Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, that he says that sustainable development is the pathway to the future we want all. So basically, according to his statement, that to generate economic growth, achieve social justice, exercise environmental stewardship, and the strengthen governance. That is basically its offer about that goals it's offering to us. Okay, what is basically sustainable development goals? That in September 2015, the United Nations General Assembly formally adopted the Universal Integrated and Transformative 2030 Agenda that have a such 17 sustainable goals, that is called SDGs, basically about uh, no poverty, zero hunger, good health, the quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitations, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, reduce inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production. Responsible consumption production, what we are going to purchase or what we want to produce. Climate action, that is global warming and other thing. You know very well about that one. Life flow water, that is marine our equators, many living thing in under the water. Life on the land, not just human being. There's animal, there's bird, there's number of insects, a number of living creations are there. So life for all. So peace, justice, and strong institution to make a good society. So partnership for the goal, because that 17 goal all mostly belong to sustainable. So if partnership is not there, maybe it cannot compile up and they cannot give proper result. So it is important. So there are 17 sustainable goals for sustainable development, 17 goal for sustainable development. According to SDGs, that is also a part of Malaysia. So Malaysia have 11 Malaysian plan to strategic thrust. According to Malaysia, we divided it into 7 different groups. That is inclusiveness. That one contain our 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11 number of goals. Similarly, improving well-being for all. That is also they contain 2, 3, 9, 11, and 16 number of goals. So human capital development, they also contain 2 goals. The green growth, they have 6 goal about that is about water, because that is green growth, that is basically environment, water, they concern all the environment things, green things, they are included in that one. Infrastructure, basically that is infrastructure for economics, sports, and strengthening infrastructure to support economics and expansion, basically for water and other things. It is include that one infrastructure as well there. That 3 goals, they include 3 goals. The economic growth, it is the also biggest. It contain 6 goals of that development, that sustainable development. While in the 7th portion, we know that it is transformation public service for productivity. That is 11th and 62 goals are also there. Actually, when we are talking about that Malaysian plan for strategic for SDGs, basically it contains Malaysia is also in 197 countries who accept this SDGs at that time when it was announced in United Nations. So he's working on that agenda for political policies for the last 15 years. It is from 2016 to 30, and they have annually they have meeting and adjust their goals as well at what level they are. So actually, uh, when we are talking about these 17 goals that have 169 target, and they have more than 200 indicators that have to cover into 5 dimensions, namely people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership. These 5 P's are basically that 5 dimension according to that 11th Malaysian plan strategies. Okay, so these are basically working on that one SDGs that stimulate action over the next 15 years across that area of critical importance. So basically, when we are talking SDGs, before that was that is occupied by MDGs. That is before Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. Basically, SDGs and MDGs have that difference, that MDGs have just 8 goals, while SDGs have 17 goals. MDGs have 17 targets, but SDGs have 169 target. MDGs have 65 indicators, while SDGs have more than 244. Similarly, the difference between MDGs and SDGs are, you can clearly see that different point of view, because MDGs were less comprehensive, macro level of target, while that SDGs is comprehensive, uh, leave no one behind, and zero targets. So that is basic difference between MDGs and SDGs. Basically, MDGs was given last uh, 15 years, 2000 to 2015, while uh, SDGs is given 2016 to 2030. So this, when we are talking about SDGs, it is clear that it is set of universal applicable goals that balance the 3 dimensions of sustainable development. That is basically social, environmental, and economics. Basically, these are based for MDGs, and same thing are coming from that one, and we are working on sustainable development. In sustainable development goals, these 3 pillars are still there, and adding other 5, you know very well, we are talking about top side, that different addition of the pillars. So basic three pillars are still there: social, environmental, and economics. So let's take details. These three pillars. First, we check what are the main challenges to sustainable development. When we are talking challenges about sustainable development, then in our mind, first thing is coming that maybe it is mostly work for energy, work for economics. There are seven basically things we are talking about. That poverty, health, education, equality, energy, economy, and environment. That is PHE5. That is E5 is education, equality, energy, and economic environment, while PH is poverty and health. These are basic challenge at this moment for that sustainable development. If we are talking about uh, developing countries, challenges for that sustainable development goals, then there are mostly populations and poverty and inequality, shortage of drinking water and food, diseases, lack of medical facilities, deforestation due to the development of agriculture and increase of the urbanization, and rising consumption of energy. This is developing countries' main challenges are there. Okay. Now some strategies. Each country makes some strategies. Each country have their own plan. Like Malaysia have their own plans, and they are working in different categories. So when we are talking about uh, this strategies for Malaysia, then they have prepared different ways to uh, complete their goals according to their sustainable development. So these are some goals, and I already informed about MDGs and SDGs. What is difference between them? So now we are talking about three pillars. When we are talking three pillars, there are sustainability, economics, environment, and society. They have some common areas between economics and society. That is a cost or benefit. Similarly, society and environment, there is common thing is land requirement, and economics and environment, there is common thing waste generation, greenhouse gases. Like this one, they have some gray area. So a process of product system that can make more sustainable by improving overall impact of the system, that is using qualitative indicators and others. So when we are talking about these three pillars, so gray area we can more define as economic growth and environmental stewardship have eco efficiency. They have resources efficiency, products stewardship, and life cycle analysis. On the other hand, when we are talking about economics growth and social progress, we have socio-economics common part between them. So in socio economics, job creation, skill enhancement, local economics, impact, social investment, business ethics, tax and royalty. When we are talking about environmental stewardship and social progress, then the common part is social environment. In social environment, we can say clearly about that spill prevention, waste minimization, and environmental protection, reliabilities, cost effectiveness, ecosystem, biodiversity. These are the, part of our common. We are talking about social environment, that is safety and health, global climate change, local environment, and impact of that one. Okay. So environmental stewardship, when we're talking about environmental stewardship, our main focus is going toward that environmental stewardship, that is basically a part of waste minimization and another thing. So we are limited for environmental side, that one. So how do we make process to product more stable? So it is think about that one. And when we are talking about reduce, reuse, and recycle, it is clear about that one, that priority should be given reduce, then reuse, then recycle. And do you know why it is reduce always the top, and reduce and reuse and then recycle? Because reduce is there because it less waste, then there is less reuse and recycle. These are the things we can think about when we are doing our